Yeah.
Morning. Hey, hi. Oh, I put the mic up. Oh my God. Okay. Mic now. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah. I it feels like there's so many new beginnings right now. Maybe not for you, but there definitely is a lot of new beginnings for me right now. And in the universe, like it's the sort of coming together of, and if you follow me on my socials, you already heard my whole story, but of the beginning of the Hebrew month of Elul, which is like a big month in preparation for the holidays that are coming up. It's like a beginning month at the beginning of the year kind of thing. And then yesterday was Ganesh's birthday, who is the blesser of beginnings of things. And he is the one who, he's the elephant-headed deity who, he's the son of Shiva and Parvati, and he gets his head because by his Parvati is often alone while Shiva's off doing his yoga meditation in the cave on the top of the mountaintop doing his yoga thing. And so she's alone a lot. So she creates herself this boy to keep her company. And one day puts him at the threshold of her room. And she says, I'm bathing. Don't let anybody in. No matter who comes, don't let anybody in, stand at the door. And of course, this is the moment that Shiva comes out of his trance and wants to see his wife and goes rushing home. And Ganesh is there keeping him out, and he doesn't know who he is, and he cuts off his head. And then Parvati freaks out, and an elephant offers his head, the wise elephant, who says, I've been around for a long time. I'd be blessed to carry on in the half form of Ganesh. And so offers his head. And this is how Ganesh, and the first head transplant in the world happens. And Ganesh gets his head. But Ganesh, so because his story sort of begins at this threshold, he is the blesser of thresholds, the blesser of beginnings of things. And he is known as the remover of obstacles. So when when you're beginning anything, your college career, or a new school year, or a new job, or a marriage, or anything that you're starting new, Ganesh is invoked at the beginning because he's supposed to sort of clear the way for you and create a clear path to whatever it is that you want. But as I was placing, I bought all these little Ganesh figures. They're like this big, and I put them all over. I was hiding them all over Kieran's room as we dropped him off in his new dorm yesterday. I was like, hiding them in little corners. I slipped one in his pocket, and had Arjun put one on top of the door, and I left him a little note so that when he finds them, I'm sure I don't think there would be any question of when he started finding them of where they came from, but what I said to him is, there's one understanding of Ganesh as him, the guy who kind of clears the way. And when you need someone to do that for you, and sometimes it's very reassuring to think to invoke an energy in the world that helps to clear the way for you, that, removes your obstacles. That's a lovely idea. But in reality, of course, most times there is not someone doing that for us. And so, the other way to sort of read that story is like, he's the guy who just reminds you that you can do that for yourself. He's the guy that says, oh, I'm standing here at the beginning, and I'm this jolly, sweet guy. He's got, he's always holding sweets. He's got this big like Buddha belly because he's always enjoying sweets, and reminding us his trunk is always going towards the sweets. It's like he always makes the sweet choice in life. And but he's the sort of guy who's blocking the doorway, who you have to figure out how to get around. You have to figure out how to engage with and find your way through. And to me, that's a much more empowering way to imagine the story. Because although it's lovely to think of someone just kind of clearing the way in front of you, just to bring it back to the college analogy, we know that the kids whose parents do that for them, clear the way, clear the way, clear the way, clear the way, they don't do so well on their own. So the kids who have figured out how to get around the obstacles, and the kids who do that as they are, all of us, right? We're all better off for not seeking outside of ourselves for someone to remove the problem, to fix the challenge. We are all better off for saying, you know, how am I going to engage with this thing and find my way through? So that's Ganesh's invitation and my invitation to you today for whatever beginning you are facing or obstacle that might be in your path. All right, let's close our eyes and take a few breaths. Each time we step over the threshold into a yoga class, it's an invitation to a new beginning, to start fresh, to start with intention. How do I want to show up in the world today? How do I want to show up for myself today? Who do I want to be today? And how can my yoga practice support that? How can my energy in my practice move me towards whatever it is I'm seeking? So whatever that is for you, gather it in your hands, gather it to your heart. Perhaps take a moment, set an intention for your practice. We do this often in yoga because we know that, you know, when we have the goal ahead of us, when we have something we are reaching towards and we are clear in what that is, that there's a much better chance of reaching that. So take the moment, set it up for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything profound or huge, but just take the moment to commit to yourself. And then let's just start with 3 ohms this morning. Deep breath in. Your head, bow to your heart. And as you're ready, release your hands. Open your eyes. Okay, let's start on our backs this morning. Come lay down. You can pull those, Kim, you can open those up to more. I think those are the ones that have to move. Yeah, the other one, yeah. I was just blocking the light for me. Okay, come to your back. Okay, that's easier. Totally fine. All right, knees bent, flat on the floor. Place your feet, feel your feet on the floor. Line up your heels underneath your knees. And just do a few cat and cows here, arching your back away from the floor as you breathe in, rounding your spine into the floor as you breathe out. And just flowing with your breath. All right, keep going with the cat and cow, but cross your right ankle over your left knee and keep going. So a figure 4 leg. Press your knee towards the front edge of your mat. Through the cat and cow, through the whole movement. Okay, good. And then land in the center. So between cat and cow, a little arch in your spine, the navel toning gently. And then level off your hip. So chances are the right hip is dipping below the left hip. So lift the right hip up a little bit, keep pressing the right knee away. And then slowly as you inhale, lift your hips up. Don't let the right hip drop below the left hip. Lift them evenly. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, add the arms. Take your arms up overhead. Lift the hips evenly, stretch your arms up. Exhale, arms by your side.
One more time, inhale, lift, exhale, and release. Good. Heel toe your left foot out to the left. Let your knees drop over to the right any amount. If the crossover feels like too much on a knee, just uncross your legs. If you need a block supporting the knee, you can do it that way. Everybody looks good. Good. Inhale, bring the knees back up, uncross. Cross the left ankle on top. Cat and cow a few times here with the leg in the figure 4 shape. Try to lift across the back of your waistline evenly and round the back of your waistline evenly. And then find that middle place between cat and cow and lift your hips. Lift evenly, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back by your sides. Good. Inhale, lift. Left hip as high as the right hip as you're lifting, knee pressing down. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, hips up, arms up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. Heel toe, right foot to the right. Drop your knees over to the left. Let your right knee feel a little heavier, your left knee feel a little heavier. Inhale, bring the knees back up, uncross. Hug your knees to your chest. Do a little circling of hips one way and then the other. Good. Reach between your feet. Ananda Balasana. Blissful baby. Catch the pinky edges of your feet. Pull your knees down towards your armpits. And at the same time, try to arch your back away from the floor. Draw your shoulders down. Press your head down. Good. Then hug your knees to your chest and pull your nose to your knees. Tuck into a little tight little yoga ball. Squeeze in. And then keep your knees lifting up as high as they are, but let your head and shoulders come back to the floor. Drop your knees up towards your right elbow, way up towards the right elbow. Good. Arms can go out to the sides, Kim, like out to the, yeah, unless you're avoiding the wall. Good. The feet can come down, the knees can release. They may stagger a little bit. That's okay. On your next exhale, let your left shoulder relax a little bit more. Your left ribs relax a little more to the left. Inhale, bring the knees back up. Tuck in nice and tight. If you want to give another squeeze, snuggle them in. Then arms to the sides, knees up towards the left elbow, armpit. Let your feet settle, your knees settle. And on your next exhale, your right shoulder settle and release. Inhale, knees back up. We're going to find our way to downward facing dog. So you can rock forward and hop back, or you can roll to your side and swing your legs around however you want to get there. Downward facing dog. Do some pedaling in your dog pose, warming up in your dog pose. Just coming to a steadier breath, an evener breath. One of the teachings, the Ganesh teachings, of course, is really about Shiva, not about Ganesh, who loses his head, and then Ganesh loses his head. And so yoga's invitation is always to take the pause, to take the moment before the reaction, before, lopping off someone's head. I will say moving into a college dorm, some head lopping happens. Not as much as I thought, though, so that's good. But whatever it is, we all have our triggers, our moments. And when we take the deeper breaths in our practice, it's the reminder to take the deeper breaths in life. Inhale, come to plank. Flow forward onto your belly. And stretch your arms back out to the sides into a T. And then left arm stays out to the left. Bend up your right elbow, be on your right fingertips. Inhale, roll to your left side until you feel a stretch in the chest and the shoulder. Exhale, roll back to the belly. Inhale, roll to the side, reaching to the side. Head can be up or down, whatever's more comfortable. Exhale to the belly. One more time. Stay here on the left side. Make your neck comfortable, whatever that looks like. If you need to pull something under your head, that's fine. And then reach your right arm back behind you as if you were going to try to lace your fingers together. And if you can do that, do that. I can't, but if you can reach your hands towards each other, yep. Take a little bit more of a stretch. You can step your top leg behind if you want a deeper stretch into the shoulder. And if any of this is problematic for a shoulder, of course, just ease out of it a little bit. Okay, exhale, release your right arm over, roll back to your belly. Stretch your right arm over to the right, bend up your left fingertips with your left elbow, be on your fingertips, and then inhale, roll to the right, exhale, roll to the belly. And just like that, a couple times. Roll to the right, roll to your belly. One more, hold here. Again, make your neck comfortable. Top foot can be wherever it's comfortable, stacked or stepped out behind, and then swing your left arm behind your back. You can just take the hand behind the back. You can reach hand for hand. However, you're getting a nice stretch and opening across the front of the chest. On your next exhale, release your left hand down. Whoops. Bring your palms to the floor. Roll to your belly, palms under the shoulders. Good. Cobra arms, but we're not going to use them yet. On the inhale, firm your legs, tone your glutes, lift your upper body, squeeze your elbows in. Good. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, lift again. Don't use the hands yet. Just let those back muscles turn on. The backs of the legs, glutes, upper back. Good. Exhale, lower. One more time. Lift a little higher. And then place your hands and take it into a deeper cobra if you're ready to go there, or just work it with the hands off the floor. That's fine too. Exhale, downward facing dog. Dog split, sweep your right leg up. Let's keep the hips level for the moment. So for this one, hips level. So the inner thigh is rolling towards the sky, your right toe is pointing towards the floor. Take a breath here. Extend your leg nice and long. As you exhale, come forward. Take your right knee up towards your right armpit. Try to tap. Round your belly. Come on your left tiptoes. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Lift up, push the floor away. That's it. Inhale, back and up. One more time. Knee to elbow. Sweep it up. Good. Foot to the floor. Second side. Left leg up. Inner thigh rolling towards the sky. Toes point down. On your exhale, lift high on your right tippy toes. Left knee up above the left elbow if you can. Come forward. Inhale up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow or armpit. Tap. Nice, you guys. Inhale up. Last one. Tap. And up and back. Good. Place that foot down. Step your feet wide apart now. Walk back into a squat. Walk to the back of your mat. Could land in a high squat if your knees are happier up high, or your knees and hips allow, sink your hips down low. Squeeze elbows and knees together. Find that middle place, the midline of the body and the middle steady place inside where no one's losing their head. Twist to the right, right hand to the right knee or up to the sky. Inhale to center. Left arm opens to the left. Nope. Yes, both arms open to the sides. Good. Back to center. Hold here one more moment. Get the outer glutes firing. Really squeeze with your legs. Really push with your arms. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands back to the floor. Walk back to dog. And then keep going. Find a way. Find a vinyasa. And then walk forward to the front of your mat. Uttanasana. Make your legs steady and strong. Feel that that pull towards the center line of the body, finding steadiness within yourself, steadiness to stay your path, to face the obstacle with calm, keeping your head. Lengthen your spine and come on up, reach up. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. We're going to just do a little pulse. Hands here at the top of your thigh crease. So right, I want the heel of your hand right where your thigh and your hip sort of meet each other. That's it. Bring your feet a little closer together if you're not there already, a little closer. And then sit your hips back into chair pose and use your hands to push the top of your thigh bones down and back. Feel like you're really sticking your butt back so you can feel your spine lengthen. Now let your legs strengthen, but keep resisting your thighs back. So keep that feeling of thighs moving back, come up to stand. Good, do it again. Push your thigh bones down, back. And then imagine the hands are still pushing back as you come up to stand so that the thighs are pulling back. It's like a slowing down before we step across that threshold, before we're moving with impulsivity. One more time. Thigh bones back, slowing down, taking the moment. Good, straighten your legs. Sweep your hands to the sky. Chair pose, create that same action. Sit as deep as you can now. So if you can, get your thigh bones more parallel to the floor, spine reaching up long. One more breath. Exhale, fold over. Find your way back to downward facing dog. All right, sweep your right leg to the sky for dog split. So do the same action we did the first time of the internal rotation of the thigh bone and the hip. But if you want to let the hips stack, you can let the hips stack. Bend your knee. Look under the right armpit. Keep your left armpit lifting up. All right, big step forward into warrior two. Good. Now, when we were just in the squat a moment ago at the back of the mat, we were squeezing the legs and the arms in together. Make that leg do that. Your right leg do the same thing it was doing as we were in the squat, right? So imagine there was an arm pushing against it. So you feel those hip muscles fire up and then press the top of your left thigh bone back. Take it to the reverse. Drop your back hand to your back leg. Reach up first and then back. Inhale, come back up. Sweep your hands behind your back, lace your fingers together. Stretch your arms straight back behind you. Hug the heels of your hands a little closer and then bow to humble warrior. Head towards your big toe. Shoulders lifting towards the ceiling, arms reaching towards the ceiling. Pull your thigh bones back. Your sit bones back. Widen them out. Now, warrior dog, release your hands right where they are, up to the upper left corner of the mat. Keep the right knee pressing wide. Keep the weight in your feet. Yeah, good, you guys. Okay, walk your hands to frame your front foot. Drop your back knee down. Okay, plant your left hand over to the left a little bit. Take your right hand to your inner right knee. Press out with your hand, press in with your knee. Twist your belly to the right. Keep that resisting action. Hold. Good. And now let the knee release to the side a little bit. So you're sort of coming more towards the pinky side of your foot. That's it. And then squeeze your knee into your hand. Like you're pushing. Yeah, push with your hand, squeeze up with your knee. And then push with your hand, let the knee go out to the side a little more, maybe. Keep your knee happy. So turn your foot wherever you need to make that happen. And then one more press. Press knee to hand. Good. And then let the knee settle where it will settle. Sweep your right arm up to the sky. Take a twist. Move your right shoulder back a little bit more.
Good. And then exhale, bring that hand down, come to lizard lunge, drop down to your elbows. Of course, if the elbows don't reach the floor, take them onto a block or 2 blocks or 5 blocks, whatever you need. Good. So keep that right leg active. A little bit of the, even as the knee is pressing wide, keep the outer glutes toning, and keep your left thigh bone pulling up and back slightly. Inhale, come on back up. Sweep the leg back to downward facing dog. And hold there or come through a vinyasa. Okay, somehow sweep the leg has come into my yoga vernacular, and I just can't, I just keep hearing the Karate Kid, just keeps coming into my brain. I need to either reprogram or stop saying sweep the leg. Left leg up to dog split. Create that rotation of the thigh bone in the hip. Keep it, but let the hips stack so that you're open now into a twist. You can bend the knee, look under your left armpit. Good, big step up, warrior 2. Good, get that left knee tracking straight ahead. Push the top of your left thigh bone back. Drop your left hand, no, right hand, top of your right thigh bone back. Right hand to your right leg. Lean yourself back. Inhale, come up. Lace the fingers, switch the interlace, so other pinky fingers on top, stretch your arms back behind, fold. Arms towards the sky, shoulders towards the sky, head towards the floor. In this forward bending action, it's like we did in the chair pose, your thigh bones can move back a little more easily. So just increase that action. As you exhale, release your hands, keep your legs, warrior dog. Yeah, the hands are sort of like on a little bit of a diagonal. Feel like your upper body's in dog pose, your lower body's in warrior. Yeah, the weight stays in the feet, the hips stay pulling back. Keeping that action, that slowing down action, like a putting on the brakes. Walk your hands to frame your front foot. Drop your back knee. You can take your right hand out to the right a little bit, and then take your left hand to the left knee and push out with the hand, squeeze in with the knee. Hold for a breath. And then as you exhale, let the knee, you can press the knee out to the side a little bit, and then resist. Push your hand and your knee into your hand into your knee, resist. Feel the hip muscles firing. And then let the knee release a little out to the side. And one more time, press knee to hand, hand to knee. Good. Let the knee go out to the side any amount more. If your knee is bothering you, play with the angle of your foot and the action of your toes. That helps. Okay, then find your, oh no, we didn't do the twist. Sorry, twist. Right arm up. Twist open. No, it's your left arm, isn't it? It's your left arm up. Okay, then elbows to the floor, lizard lunge, whatever variation you did on the first side. Let your breath steady. As the sensation builds, perhaps instead of seeing it as the obstacle or something that's here to, often we can see obstacles as, something that is there to stop us. It can feel like that. Maybe the sensation in your leg is feeling like that right now. All right, let's bring it back to dog just so we're even. But maybe perhaps instead of feeling that as something that's there to stop you and that you need to resist or to stop, perhaps understanding that it's there for your own strength, for your own growth, that in the pushing against it or the engaging with it, that's how we get stronger. Okay, let's come through vinyasa. Right leg up, split of choice, hips level, hip open, just see what serves you. And then step back up to warrior 2 legs. We're going to Parshvakonasana. So bring your hand inside. We'll go inside the leg today. Hand can be on a block if you need it to be. Try to get the hand down on something though, instead of the forearm to the thigh, because I want you to get this resisting action. So push out with your upper arm, squeeze in with your knee, turn your belly deeply. Stretch the top arm up, sweep your arm over your ear. Keep that action between the hand and the leg really working. Then sweep your top arm down to the floor, snuggle your right arm underneath the leg and bind. You need to find a strap, Keep the action of the arm and the leg squeezing in towards each other. Again, not as something to stop you, not as something to block you from doing what it is that you're doing, but giving you something to push against and build strength. Straighten your front leg any amount, bound Trikonasana. So you're still leaning back towards that leg. Try to straighten the leg any amount more. And you can kind of choke up on your leg a little bit. It might make it a little easier. Yeah. Okay, good. Exhale and release. Back to dog. I know that's a lot. Hello, hips. Good morning. I sat in a car a lot yesterday, so you know. This is what felt like it needed to happen for me today. Dog split, left leg up. Although we have been doing a similar sequence all week, right? Whatever split you did on the first side, do that again. And then step up into Parshvakonasana. Take your block as needed, but have the hand to the inside of the leg so that you can brace the leg and the arm against each other. Turn your belly a little bit more and then sweep your right arm over your ear, reaching towards the front of your mat. That's it. Use that bracing action. That's something to push against to open up a little bit more. Bring the hand down, top hand down, snuggle your left arm underneath, wrap around into the bind. Got it, Carol? Yeah. Once you've got it, lean your torso back to your leg. You're still squeezing your leg in, but try to lean your torso back. Bring your right shoulder more over your bottom shoulder, top shoulder over bottom shoulder. That's it. Stay there or press the front leg straight-ish, straight if possible. Bound triangle. And exhale, release. And step back dog. Hold and rest or vinyasa as you wish. And find your way forward to Uttanasana. Press into your feet, lengthen your spine, come on all the way up. Exhale, release your arms. Okay, eagle. Next, let's start with arms. Wrap the right elbow under the left, single wrap, double wrap, up to you. You got it. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Press the elbows out, like into each other, and pull your shoulders back a little bit, your shoulder blades back a little bit, so they plug back. Then bend your knees. Take your weight onto your left foot. Cross your right leg over. You know what to do. Whatever works. Squeeze your legs in. Poke your hips back more. Steady in your breath. Nice. Keep your arms. Come up, slide your ankle over your knee. Flex your foot. Send your hips way back. Remember that pushing of the thigh bone back. Do that here. Take your elbows as low as they can go. And then unravel. Take your right hand to the sole of your right foot, twist to the left. You want to take it deeper, you can take your right elbow to the sole of your right foot, stack your hands, if that happens for you. Yeah, I'm falling over. Yeah, that's it, you guys. Nice. Yeah. One more breath. Or not. Come on up. Okay. I know, that was a lot. All right, a little wiggle. Okay. Arms first. Left arm under right. Wrap. Single wrap, double wrap. Fingers are extending. Hips back. Thigh bones back. Slow it down. Take the weight to the right foot. Cross your left leg over. Whatever you're doing with that foot behind, go for it. Do it. Sit deep. That's it. Keep the hip bones, thigh bones moving back, sit bones moving back. Lift up just enough that you can free your left leg, slide your ankle over your knee. Keep the elbows for a moment. Hips back, elbows forward. So you can get your elbows in front of your shin. And then release. Hold the foot. You can go left hand to left foot, right hand to hip, or left elbow to left foot, and press the hands together. Either way, you get a nice deep hip stretch. Fix your gaze wherever it gives you balance. One more breath. All right, come on up. Okay, do a little, yep, march out, wiggle out. Okay, one more standing balancing flow. Stand at the front of your mat so you've got some runway behind you. Stand on your, what leg did we stand on first? Right leg? Stand on your right leg. We're coming a tree. So before you lift the leg, turn it out. So start here. Okay, you're standing right. I'll mirror you. Standing on your right leg. Okay. Notice how the hip wants to go out to the side and forward. So pull it back, hug it in, tone that glute, tone your right glute muscle so that the bones of the leg are stacked. And then try to maintain that. Slide your heel up, even if you're wearing white pants and you're not sure of the cleanliness of your feet. Push in. Dig in, heel to thigh, thigh to heel. Squeeze your legs, inhale, arms to the sky. Good. Just dig, push that heel in. Yeah. It's not slip. Well, it might be slippery pants. That does happen, but really push with your heel, like really push in and hug your outer hip in. There you go. Okay, where are we going from here? Warrior 3, keep that connection to the midline. Slide your knee in front of you, still squeezing the legs in towards each other. And then send the leg back behind you, right leg back. Nope, left leg back, just kidding. Lift from the inner thigh. Of course, different arm position if that makes sense for you. Stretch your lifted leg straight. Stretch your standing leg straight. Reach the leg back. Good. And then step back, warrior 1. Lean forward just a little bit as you land that back heel. Take your torso forward, move your left thigh bone back, your back leg thigh bone, lift it up and back into the hip. Keep it pressing back as you come upright. Draw your right sit bone forward, down towards the floor, stretch up through your spine, curl your upper body back. Keep that connection, hugging in, embracing the midline, that middle place where we can be steady, where we can feel strong, no matter what's in our path. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, step forward. Good. Second side, I turned and switched legs. Which leg are we standing on, you guys? Left leg, stand on the left leg. Yeah, hug the hip in. So don't let it poke out and forward. That's what happens when we're, this is when we're not being alert, aware, conscious. Hug the hip in, slide the right heel up. Anywhere on that inner thigh, push the heel to the thigh, thigh to the heel, arms to the sky as you're ready. Oh, slippery pants. Squeeze in. Outer left hip toning, glute toning. Good, free your knee, bring it up. Swing it back behind. Warrior 3. Push back through your back leg. Extend that lifted leg longer, lighter, armpits lighter. Lift your thumbs a little more. Then a measured step back, land your back heel, warrior 1. If you crossed over, step the right foot a little more over to the right so that you can pivot your hips to face forward. And then lean forward, right thigh bone up and back. Resist it up and back, then left sit bone down and forward as you come upright. Shoulders back, head back, reach back. Hold steady to your breath, to your intention. to standing at the threshold with awareness, with curiosity. Release your hands and come on forward. Okay, good. So we've been working on this split thing this week a little bit. We did it a little in a couple of the things already. Stupid shirt, need to tap this one. Okay, so we're coming to standing split. Here's the action. Inner thigh, the thigh bone rotating internally in the hip, but allowing the hip to open up so that we can find that deeper split. So instead of it being this, right? Do you see the difference? That's where I'm turning my leg out and I'm stacking the hip. If you see the back view, it's clearer. So without the internal rotation of the thigh, I'm here. Like, look, see what happens here? Very crunched, right? So if I maintain that broadness in the pelvis and then let the hip open up a little bit, it stays open on that side body so that you're not crunching into your SI joint and your low back. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Internally rotate the thigh bone in the hip. That's it. Then try to maintain that rotation, but let your right hip stack over your left hip a little more. Lift the leg a little higher. Fold your head towards your knee a little deeper. Bring your weight a little more into your left heel. And then if you want to balance a little bit, you can work on holding the ankle with your left hand or with both hands. You can always keep a kickstand on the floor with the right hand if that helps. Good. Exhale, release that foot down. Left leg up. Internally rotate. Try to maintain that action of the thigh bone, but let the hips stack. Let the leg lift higher. Head closer to the knee. Stay there. Weight a little more into the right heel. Maybe balancing. Maybe one hand balancing, or maybe both hands on the floor and just working those actions of the legs in a nice, deep, open split. All right. Exhale, release that foot down. Downward, not downward facing dog. Standing rest, bend your knees. Hold opposite elbows. Release your head, your neck, your shoulders. Slowly find your way back up to stand. Good. Let's come to, well, if you want to stay where you are and do a handstand, stay where you are, or come to the wall. We're going to do a little handstand work. So if you need a wall for support, find a wall. Door or something. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the thought with this is using that internal rotation of the leg as you're kicking up. So as your leg goes up, what tends to happen is the hips like to stack and the legs sort of go goofy. So if I maintain that internal rotation of the thigh bone, and I think of moving the thigh bone to the wall, it's a much smaller little jump, float, right? That top leg is doing a lot of the work. And then maybe you come to the wall, maybe you don't, whatever. Try something. If you want to do an L, that's always fine. If you need help, unmute, call me over, do what you need to do. So as you're swinging, bring your shoulders over your wrists. That's it. Come forward. Step in as close as you can. And then swing your top leg thigh to the wall and just a little bend of that bottom knee. Yeah, nice. That's it, Kim. Yeah, maybe too close. If you're in the L, push your thigh bones towards the sky. So you're a little far now, but that's okay. Just stay. Thigh bones towards the ceiling. That's good. Push into the floor. Yep. Hold steady. You could go one leg up if you want. Nice, Carol. That's it. Yep. Marie, I'm not sure what's going on there. Do you not want to put your feet on the wall? Is that what's happening? Okay. You don't want to make the wall dirty. That's okay. That was an interesting pose there. Okay, good. If you're doing the L, thigh bones towards the sky, or some funky version of L something. Thigh bones towards the sky. That's the action. All right. Are we done with handstands? Yeah. All right. Let's be done with handstands.
We're coming back to our spot for some seated stuff. Come back to your spot. Okay, little ab work. Come sit. Okay, Navasana. Rock forward to the front edge of your sit bones. You can hold your thighs if you need to. Of course, that's always an option. Draw your low back in, rock forward to the front edge of the sit bones, plug your shoulders back. Good, then lean back, trying to stay as close to the front edge of the sit bones as you can, and straighten your legs any amount. That's it. You can hold your legs. You can always have your hands behind you if you need. Take a breath here. As you exhale, now drop to your tailbone, roll your low back to the floor. Try to roll, just tap your sacrum down, hover shoulders and feet. Inhale, come back up, rock forward to the front edge of the sit bones. Exhale, little cat and cow, round, sacrum down, lumbar spine down, everything else up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Try a couple more. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Okay, one more, and then we'll go all the way down. Back up. Slowly, 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 slowly. Okay, release to your back. Okay. Bend up your knees. All right, lift up your right foot. Come to half happy baby. Hold the pinky edge of your foot. Good. Draw your knee down towards your right armpit, even if your left hip lifts up a little bit. You can use both hands even. Pull that knee down. Okay, now switch hands. Hold the pinky edge of your right foot with your left hand. Wrap your right arm to sort of pin your right thigh down to the floor. So come on top of your thigh. Hold the foot. Now stretch your left leg out straight. Now take your left hand behind your head. And then try to reach fingers to fingers like a mermaid hold. So wrap your hands behind. That's it. That's it. Yeah. And then push your head into your left arm so that your knee is coming closer to the floor. Your head is coming close to the floor, but keep stretching your right leg out. These things may be touching the floor. They may not. It doesn't matter, but that's the action we're doing. Okay, rebend your right knee. Nope, left knee, and release that right leg. Okay. Take a little windshield wiper if you need. I don't know what to call that. Half happy baby mermaid something. I don't know. Hold the pinky edge of your left foot. I like naming things. My kids all have like 5 different names, lots of nicknames. So if you think of a fun name for this one, go for it. Let me know. Okay, so pull the knee down. Again, the right hip might lift a little bit, but get that left knee down towards the left armpit. You can use both hands if you need. Then switch the hold. Hold with your right hand. Take your left arm on top of your thigh. So it's like the upper arm is kind of pinning your thigh to the floor, and hold the foot with your left hand. Take your right hand behind your head, straighten out your right leg. And maybe you're just here, right? You can keep your head on your arm, you're holding your foot. Maybe that's enough. If you want to mermaid it, then lift your head, reach your right hand and left hand towards each other behind you, and then use your head to push your thigh closer to the floor. Yeah, nice, you guys. That's it. You can just have the hand behind the head, the right hand behind the head, and use your head to create a shoulder stretch. Yeah, everybody looks great. Okay. Release all of that carefully. Okay. Rock yourself back up to seated. Okay, we've been doing this funky bound boat pose all week. So that looks like this. Start in a seated squat. So heels out and wide. Okay, then lean forward. I'm going to give the back view. Lean forward. Take your right arm, tuck it underneath your right leg as best you can. So that's a rounding of the spine, a toning of the belly. Then squeeze in, make that midline connection. We've done that a bunch of times. Squeeze the leg and the arm together. Hand behind your back, reach for the bind. If you can't reach, of course, use a strap. Okay, then rock back, lift the foot up off the floor. Keep squeezing your leg in. Move your right shoulder back a little more. Lift your breastbone up and then send your left leg up. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Steady in your gaze and your eyes and your breath. Good. Exhale, release your left foot, release your right leg. Okay. Second side. You guys where I can see you better. Start in that seated wide squat. Tuck your left arm under. Wrap behind, use a strap as needed. Find your bind and then rock back. Squeeze in. Connect to the midline, that middle place where we can make the right choice. Take the right leg up. Between the stimulus and the response, there can be a pause, and that pause is your power, it's your agency, it's your way to move forward with grace, with strength, with wisdom. One more breath. Nice, you guys. Release that foot, release your bind, and roll out. Okay. One more hip thing before we get to elephant trunk pose, which is of course where we're headed today. So we'll take the rolling of the hip. Let's do cradle first. So you can scoop or cradle, flex your foot. Good. Roll, rock, circle, whatever serves that hip. Work to pull your right foot towards your left shoulder a little bit more. So you're getting a little more external rotation in that leg. Good. Then keep holding your foot with your elbow or your hand. Lean onto your right hand and roll a little bit more onto the back of the hip, the outer hip. Yeah. Use the weight of your body to iron out those muscles. Often our instruction is to resist gravity a little bit, but this is one where the gravity really helps. So let your body feel heavy on your hip. Maybe onto your elbow even. Okay, come on upright. Seated half happy baby. Hold your foot in both hands. Same thing we did on our backs. Pull your foot back. Pull your foot back like you're trying to get your foot to your ear. Knee back, straight back. Okay, good. And release. Like 20 years ago, I was on a big workshop and we were doing that pose, and the teacher was saying, foot to your ear, foot to your ear. And this will date me, but it was 20 years ago. And he was like, Rach, you're still on speaker over there. Foot to the ear. I was like, and literally every time I do it to this day, 20 years later, I'm like, still on speaker. Okay. Cradle. Some of you have probably heard me tell that story like 100 times already. Because every time I do it, that's what comes in my brain, still on speaker. Like bring the phone to your ear, you know, whatever. We're cradling and rocking. 20 years in, still not making it to my ear. I'm just a lot more accepting of it now. And I think if someone said it, it wouldn't stick with me for 20 years anymore because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, left arm over to the left, roll on your hip. Yeah, find the spots. You know, the ones that make your eyes squint and your jaw tighten. Try to not do those things, right? Keep your face nice and relaxed, but you know what I mean. Spots that make those things want to happen. If you want to come to your elbow, of course, come to your elbow. Find all the little places that need some ironing out. Notice if you are resisting gravity here, because it's intense. And when you are able to release the resistance, release. Okay. Half happy baby. Foot to your ear. Pull it way back. Yeah, if you're someone who can like get your leg behind your head and you want to do that, go for it. Mine doesn't do that. My knees don't do that anymore. It's at least just keep pushing your head back so you're not, into your knee, into your neck. That's it. Okay, and release. All right, elephant trunk, Eka Hasta Bhujasana.
This one, you know, some of our poses, you're like, I don't know where that name came from, but this one actually makes sense. We have the ear and the trunk. So here's the pose. I'll show you quick and then we'll do it. You're holding the foot with the opposite hand. Then it's that thighs back and wide. That's slowing down. Keep your head action. Thighs back, leaning forward, leaning to the side. I get that arm under as tight as I can. And then plant the hand. You can always put the hands on the blocks here if you don't have gorilla arms like I do. Squeeze in and down so that that leg doesn't move when you let go. So if you let go and the leg kind of flops to the side, you have to work that leg more, that action of pulling with the leg, pushing with the arm. Both hands press down and then squeeze up off the floor. Elephant ear, elephant trunk. Let's do it. Hold up your right foot. Hold it with your left hand. So wrap it around the top. Good. Then lean to your left, snuggle your right arm underneath, hike your leg up as high up onto your shoulder as you can. Good. Then karate chop down and squeeze in, plant your right hand. Yep. Squeeze in, down. Good. Take your left hand down. That's it, Carol. Stay in there. That's good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the legs together. Then hips can go back a little bit. Lift your hips, lift your heel. Use blocks as needed. Get the cramp in your thigh. That's it. Yep. That's a lot. I know. What's that? Stay. Yeah. Yeah. Some of that's like the mobility in the hips. Some of it's just, I mean, you might be tired. It's kind of late in practice, right? We did a lot with the hips today. Maybe that leg's just like, nope, I'm done. Could be that. Hold the pinky edge of your left foot. Lean to the right. Work your left shoulder underneath. Hike it up over the shoulder, plant your hand. That's it. Pull your belly back. So some of this is abdominals, right? That rounding we did in Navasana, do that here. Squeeze in, make that midline connection. Find steadiness, find calm. Squeeze and lift. If you put your hands on blocks, it's easier. Fine. I mean, it's not easy, it's just easier, maybe. Didn't say easy. Okay. Oh, good. We have a minute. Let's do this. Take your right leg. I'm going to show this way. Right leg across the front of your mat. Left leg out to the left. Good. Walk outside your right thigh. Arms might be off the mat. That's okay. Walk to the right. Let your spine release. Press to your right elbow a little more. Let your left ribs settle a little more. Then lean onto your right elbow. Reach for your right, left foot with your left hand for just a quick thigh stretch. Hug your heel to your butt. Knee can be on the floor or off the floor, either way, but heel to butt. Move your left shoulder back. Move your knee back behind you a little bit more. Tone your belly and your pelvic floor and release that foot down. Okay, second side, swing the legs to the other side. Arms outside the left thigh, elbows to the floor. Work the twist first and the release for your spine. Walk as far to the right as you, to the left as you can. And then push a little more into the left elbow so the belly is turning, the left ribs are lifting up. Yeah. Lean into your left elbow. Bend up your right knee. Catch your right foot behind you. Heel to butt. Move your right shoulder back. Right heel towards the right sit bone, then press your right knee back any amount more for a deeper stretch into the thigh. Keep your belly strong, your navel to your spine, supporting your low back, pelvic floor toning. One more breath. Okay, release your foot. Swing your legs in front of you. Purvottanasana, hands either facing out to the sides if your shoulders need a little TLC, or you can face the fingertips in if your shoulders feel cooperative. Bend your elbows, puff your chest. Press to the big toe sides of your feet. Lift your hips. Lift your tailbone. Press to the thumb and the pointer in your hands. Lift your chest a little higher. Exhale, lower down. One more, same thing, or stretch your legs out straight. Puff your chest, hips high. Reach your toes towards the floor. Mine don't reach, maybe yours do. Yeah. Exhale and lower down. Good, come onto your back. Take either a bridge or wheel, whatever you feel like you're up for right now. I'm taking one of your blocks to give to Queenie. Yeah. Bridge or wheel, either one. Whatever serves. So, whichever pose you're doing, keep some more weight on the inside edges of your feet. If you're in wheel, on the inner edges of your hands a little more. Lift your hips a little higher. And slowly release and lower back down. All right, let's take a supported bridge. So take a block or books or maybe even legs up on a chair if that serves you. But we're going to go hips up, legs up, supported shoulder stand. So block under the pelvis. Level your pelvis on the block. So don't try to avoid the pelvis rocking one way or the other. So you're maintaining the curve of your spine, and then take the legs to the sky. Press your shoulders and your head down. Grounding yourself right where you are, settling right where you are. Right at whatever threshold you find yourself at. Whatever obstacle might be in front of you, it is not there to stop you, to push you down, to cause you to fail. It is there for your growth, for your transformation, for you to engage with, become smarter, wiser, stronger. As you're ready, bend your knees, release your feet. Lift your hips, slide your block out. Any last pose or stretch or movement you feel like you need as you begin to ease towards Shavasana? Take a moment to just take care. As you find your way to Shavasana, let your feet turn out, your knees turn out, your thighs turn out. Rest your arms, your fingers gently. Soften your belly. Relax all the places you know you tend to hold and grip. Most of us, it's the neck, the shoulders, the face. Let it all go. Invite Ganesha's energy to be with you, to clear the path to your highest self, to clear the path to a higher consciousness that we connect to when we allow our mind to dive deeper than the mundane day-to-day thoughts. Invite Ganesh to be with you, to guide you to a place of stillness and equanimity, of inner strength and wisdom, and rest there. Gently now, let your breath deepen. Allow your body to stretch and move and reawaken. Find your way to your side, back to seated. One of the stories of Ganesh is how he loses one of his tusks, and then instead of lamenting a broken body part, he takes it and uses it to write the entire Mahabharata, the beautiful epic story of which the Bhagavad Gita is part. And so when we see that image of Ganesh, this jolly, sweet, lovely deity, and the broken tusk, it's the reminder that as we stand at the beginnings of things, they're not always going to go perfectly. Things are going to get broken along the way. We can take those broken pieces, we can create beauty with it. We can still face the obstacles that are in front of us, even when it's not the exact way that we want it to be, and find our way through and be wiser, stronger on the other side. Bring your hands together at your heart. Whatever beginning you are standing at the threshold of, may Ganesha's energy be with you, the wind at your back, reminding you of your own strength, your own agency, your own power. And let's be that for each other. Let's end with one Om together in support and reverence for this practice, for each other, for ourselves. Deep breath in. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.
So much. Actually, very sorry. That's not a way to
She's talking. Hi, Marie.